Hi everyone, welcome to Vaibhava English Academy. Today, let us look at a very short poem from Gitanjali. Gitanjali Song number 25. So first of all, let us read the poem as such and then I would explain the each meaning with great detail. Okay. In the night of weariness, let me give myself up to sleep without struggle, resting my trust upon thee. Let me not force my flagging spirit into a poor preparation for thy worship. It is thou who draws the veil of night upon the tired eyes of the day to renew its sight in a fresher gladness of awakening. So it is a very short poem. We can say it has just 3 lines. Now let us see the explanation. The tone of the poet in this poem is hopeful and optimistic. The poet wants to affirm his complete trust in God. By believing in God, he wants to sleep peacefully after a tiring day. See, just like that, if you believe that God exists, if you believe that a superior power exists, and you can trust God, and you can leave your tensions and all your afflictions in God, then you can sleep peacefully. If we believe that there is someone who is there to protect us, who will be there with us at every point, then life becomes easy. You become stress free. You become relaxed. That is why even science has proved that if you meditate, if you try to keep your mind calm, you would be getting a lot of positive energy and you would be getting a lot of positive affirmation about yourself. The poet wants to affirm his complete trust in God. By believing in God, he wants to sleep peacefully after a tiring day. The poet wants to utilize his spirit to fully indulge in God's worship. He does not intend to worship God absent-mindedly or under any sort of confusion. It is said in almost all the religion that when you approach God or when you go to God, go with a free spirit. Do not carry all your burdens with you. Do not carry a lot of expectation from God. Just surrender to God and the God will take care of you. The same attitude we can see in Tagore's poem. The poet reaffirms God's love and power. He says it is God who endows the gift of sleep upon the human beings so that they wake up refreshed, ready to take on the next day. The line can be analyzed from mystic perspective. So we all know after a tiring day, after a mental torture, mental stress and trauma and all sorts of things, evil things or painful things that's happening in this world, that makes one suffer. And but if you're getting a good night's sleep, if you are having a peaceful sleep, then the next morning you are recharged, you are powerful again to face the world. God enables the gift of patience so that man has opportunity for spiritual awakening as well. So by sleep, we can, here in the Hindu context, if we see, sleep can be compared to death and awakening can be compared to rebirth. So that is the spiritual aspect. We all know that the soul is immortal. So after one life, the soul sheds its body and enters into a new life, which is a spiritual awakening. So here we can see an optimistic Tagore. Tagore, he says that since God is there and since God is kind enough to bestow sleep upon humankind, the humankind can wake up with a recharged energy the next day. It's a very simple poem, very simple in context, but it has the spiritual side as well. Thank you so much.